Hi all, a very good morning. Welcome to VC's Academy. This is VC here. In today's class, we will discuss about Darwin's theory of evolution in a nutshell. So there are few points which we can do here. Firstly, who is Darwin? Charles Robert Darwin, a well-renowned name in biology and evolution. He is an English naturalist, geologist and biologist. He is best known for his contributions to the science of evolution. Darwin published his theory on evolution compelling evidences in his book on the origin of species in the year 1859. So coming to Robert Darwin, Charles Darwin is an English naturalist and he is a geologist and biologist too, and he is best known for the contributions to the science of evolution. He wrote many books. One of the important book is The Origin of Species, which he wrote in the year 1859 by giving suitable examples and evidences. And he surveyed voyage on his ship HMS Beagle. Voyage started or began on 27 December 1831. It lasted for almost 5 years, that is from 1831 to 1836. In this duration, he kept careful notes of his observations and theoretical speculations while he was journeying from various places, and in this course of time he went to Galapagos Island and he got various fossils and plant fossils as well as animal fossils and finch birds, where he named it as Darwin finches. Depending upon their nose and all, he gave what type of food they eat, and at these intervals during the voyage his specimens were sent to Cambridge together with letters including a copy of his journal for his family also. During the course of time during voyages where he used to stay and all, he used to send the specimens to Cambridge University along with sending a copy to his family also. Coming to the concept of Darwinism, any group of population of an organism has variations and all members of a group are not identical. If you observe a group of population of organism, particularly rat, rabbit, dog, cat or whatever, all the members of the group are not identical. Variations may be passed from parents to offsprings through the process of heredity. How variations are acquired by offsprings? Variations are acquired by offsprings from their parents through the process of heredity. Natural selection over abundance of offsprings leads to a constant struggle for their survival in any population. What this mean? In a group, if you observe, take a 10, there are 5 strong men and 5 weak. Out of the strong, the top one who is having the strong enough to throw off all the others is able to survive, and the remaining will lose their survivalship. This is what called survival of the fittest. Individuals with variations that help them to survive and reproduce to tend to live longer and have more offsprings than organisms with less useful features. Here what it means, organisms which have the ability to survive and to reproduce and live longer have the ability with more living capabilities, they tend to live long, and those who are having less capabilities or the organisms with less features which are they are not able for survival, that will have less lifetime when compared to organisms which have more ability. The offsprings of survivors inherit the useful variations, and the same process happens with every generation until the variation becomes a common feature. So what he stated here, the offsprings of survivors, the one who is the fittest, he will have the survivor on any organism that will have the offsprings, and those offsprings will carry the useful variations, and this continues for every generation, and this happens until it becomes a common feature in that particular organism. As the environment changes, the organism within the environment adapt and changes to the new living conditions. So here he stated that if environment changes, the organism which is present in that particular environment also adapts the changes to that particular conditions and to start living in that new environment. For a long period of time of each species of organism can accumulate so many changes that it becomes a new species similar to but distinctly different from original species. All species arise in this way, and he stated that how species arise over a long period of time, take some centuries of time. Each species of an organism accumulates some changes within themselves, and this becomes new species. But the newly formed species will differ in something from the original species. In this way, species arise as per Darwin. Evolution is a slow process, and it is a continuous process that involves several thousands of generations. Here he said that evolution is not a fast process but is a slow process, and it is a continuous process that involves or takes some several thousands of generations to form a new species from the original species. There are limitations and objections to Darwin's theory also, as he gave some particular examples, and later on who opposed the theory of natural selection and the new concepts like synthetic theory, mutations theory are put forward or came into existence. I hope you understood the concept. Thank you.